Good evening everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the third stream of the ECC Season 3. We've had some very close matches in Divisions 1 and 2 on stream yesterday, and I'm fairly confident that today's matches are going to be just as exciting. We'll be starting off with our Division 2 match between Igneous Esports Academy and Fixed Esports, followed by our highly anticipated Legends Division match between the Giants AUC Legends and Intact GG. I'm Timito, and your caster duo for today are Louis2K.
Hello.
And Danny Boy.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
I'm good, thank you. Hello, Danny. How are you doing, Timmy?
Yeah, pretty good, pretty excited, and a bit nervous. Please forgive me, my first official ECC stream, but I hope everything is gonna go well.
Well, you are safe hands here. ECC providing all the entertainment, and it looks like a cracking match as well. And Louis2K, a few familiar faces here from last season, and starting season 3 off with a cracking start by the looks of it.
Yeah, we got two big games coming up. We're going to be starting off with this game with Igneous Esports Academy and Fixed Esports. We know Igneous Esports, the Academy side, they made the playoffs of this division last season and only finished third last season. They'll be certainly wanting to try and prove themselves and go that step forward. Obviously, the Legends game later with AEC Legends, that's going to be a big game as well. Everyone knows AEC Legends. They've won this tournament multiple times. They're a big team to look out for, Danny.
Oh, huge team, some big names as well, and of course that game being streamed on, of course, slightly a bit later. But with these ones here with Igneous and Fixed Esports, some decent games here. They're going to be played out best of 5 if anybody doesn't know our format. So a race of 3. They want to get this league play started in the best way. So is it going to be a sweep or not? Well, I don't know. Is it too early to call our predictions?
You'd think it would be a little bit too early, but I mean, I will be, in my personal opinion, would be favouring Igneous Academy because we've seen them before. We know what they've done. They've had some experience. They've, as we said, they finished third. They're going to take my bet. I think Igneous will take this.
Ooh. Is that the right decision? I see a few people in chat there debating on whether it's going to be. And you gotta go with experience, and unfortunately for Fixed Esports, I'm not selecting you. We'll see how good you are later on, of course, with this one, but I'm going with Igneous Academy as well. But should be a tight game. I say 3 games to 2 at least, so let's hope this opening show match here will be up to the standard that we have saw in the last 2 streams.
I was getting really worried for a second. I just heard you thinking, like, you seemed really unsure. Like, I was thinking, are you going to go for Fixed Esports? But I'll just have to agree with you. We've not seen anything from them yet. It would be nice to see them turn up, and if they get a win in their debut game, that would be even more amazing for them. But again, I think we both agree Igneous had the experience.
Well, experience is always important. First time here, of course, you could say for Fixed Esports, a few of them I've seen a couple of times playing around, but Igneous been there, done it, and of course are tested under pressure, and that's going to be the situation. But more importantly, I think with the predictions all said and done, there's only one thing left to do. Let's bring on the action, surely.
Here we go then. Igneous Academy going to be starting on the blue side. Fixed Esports in their debut ECC game. Looking to start off with a bang. Looking to get something early on here. It's going to be Jordan clearing away as Fixed Esports try and get early advantage. And a nice bit of control coming out from Jordan. He was trying to get control, trying to find that opening shot, but it was easily cleared away. TomTom down the other end will be looking to get a start in favour of Igneous Academy. So far, nothing quite come out just yet. Shrib just try and retain control of the ball, and it's Igneous trying to really retain and get some possession going in their favour. TomTom is going to try and start a dribble, but that's going to be quickly cut off by Super. Jordan is in the centre looking to get the ball, but Shrib, an easy enough clearance. 30 seconds gone and still quite even.
Well, quite even, but you have to give it. Of course, Igneous Ignite off with a great start, moving down, blocking with a few interceptions, just trying to see what their opponents are made of. Played with one of the men from Fixed Esports, and of course that's Super. So one to watch out, talented when he has time on the ball, and has a few chances like this.
That play by Super was amazing. He had such good control from just the corner of the field. Will beat Srib, he beats two players, and it's a great little setup for Gilmix to really knock home. Great pass, great start for Fixed Esports, and that's a lead that they'll need going for them.
Well, lead's quite wonderful in this situation. Gives you the confidence, slows some of the players down. Don't need a challenge, everything got the lead, forces the opposition to come out and play, and it gives you that time, especially with the 3 minutes, of course, to get yourselves mechanically warmed up in a suit to the awareness that is required here, especially with the distance of a best of 5.
Gilmix and Super, they will be doing what they have to do to clear the ball away, and there's not going to be any counter-attack straight away, but the counter-attack now coming in. Igneous trying to get a ball centered, and a great little center. TomTom, who tried to really get hold of that, and Super, he will fall back and might do a good save here. Gilmix will block away Dennis's shot. It's not really cleared, but Fixed Esports, nothing to worry about. Shrib winning a challenge, and TomTom might have been there a little bit too far away to really do anything. Dennis, though, he'll try and get the ball set up, trying to find the center. Not quite going to favour him. Shrib, his little attempt isn't going to go far. Igneous have to fall back. It's Fixed Esports now trying to push forward, trying to get that second goal. 3 minutes to go, and well, Shrib will be perfectly passing it to Dennis, and Dennis can't do a lot more with the loose ball, trying to regain it. It's going to favour TomTom, and a great little setup wanted by him. It's a pass, not really of a lifetime. Gilmix will knock it away. Gilmix looking to set up here as Fixed Esports try and get a second. The pass as the touch is not looking too bad, but there's an empty net, and really, the Igneous Academy could have got one there. Dennis, his shot saved by Super, but Shrib, he almost got that in. Not quite going to be on target. Just halfway gone, and Fixed Esports looking in control of this game early on.
Well, looking in control, but the Academy, it looks like they're still getting their lessons from the lecturer here. Just a little bit slow. Rotations aren't going to come out. They've got a little bit fortuitous with 1 or 2 bumps, but Fixed Esports gotta be careful. Oh.
And that was just a little bit messy. Igneous, I kind of feel like they got a little bit lucky there. Super just was really unlucky on the defensive clearance. A little too far away to knock the ball away. It was a perfect finish in the end from the Igneous side. That ties up the first game here. 1-1 with 2 minutes to go. Super's first touch is going to favour Jordan. He can click and pick up the ball, but Shrib, a simple and nice enough clearance that will be able to beat his man. The ball was going to be centred there, and Fixed Esports could have had an opportunity there. And the opportunity is still alive here. Jordan trying to find the ball. He was centred. Tommy was also trying to clear it away, but Dennison now can't knock it away. It's going to be a centre. The chance was there by Fixed Esports. They're still looking in control of this game, and Shrib just going with a bit of an aerial dribble. He beats one man. Can't do anything with the follow-up ball. That's going to be Dennis trying to maintain and control the favour. Igneous Esports, they can't do a lot, but still, the ball will be centred. The ball is wanted. A couple of misses here and there. Shrib was there, only going to hit the back wall. And with 90 seconds to go, it's a tied game. I don't know who's going to take this, Danny.
Well, tight would be fair for the assessment so far. Both the two teams very shaky, very nervous. Not a lot of passing plays. There have been a few attempts at that, just not finding the accuracy so far. It's separating them by the difference of courses, and of course those 2 goals, one with it straight from the win and then a quick cheat up as well. So it just needs a bit more awareness from either of these 2 sides. Get that last pass working, and you can see it building apart, and it near enough destroy the opposition.
Gilmix, he had the original shot. It just hit the left-hand corner of the crossbar. And I thought the chance was over, but it bounced out perfectly for Jordan. Gilmix just whipping it back into the net. A nice little finish. Fixed Esports, they regain the lead, and you can't say it wasn't coming. The Orange team, they've had control of this game near enough. That's the first real passing bit of play we've seen from the two sides, but Shrib going to try and retain and get an equaliser instantly. Jordan will be saving the ball, knocking it away. Only as far as TomTom, and this chance, the attack still wanted to be built here for Igneous Academy, but Super's going to start the counter-attack. It's an empty net, it's an open net, and he's found a third.
Then a third, and it has extended and buffered the lead by 2 at least. Gets the ball off the volley. Just a little bit of poor communication. Needs to get that set up in the rotation where they can afford the push-up ball like that. But by leaving it so open, it just is a simple tap in effectively. But a good start here by Fix Esports.
Shrib, he's so almost beat Jordan there. Jordan was trying to be a little bit clever and just saved his side, kept him in it. And if they scored that, they'd have had a chance to really type the series now. But time ticking away means Igneous shouldn't really have a chance to do anything else. Fixed Esports straight down the counter-attack. A great little save coming up by Shrib. It was, again, Jordan the chance, and Igneous want to find something at the end here. It would only be a consolation goal at this stage, and Fixed Esports struggling to clear them at ground. Igneous struggling to centre it. Then TomTom will find one, but surely that's a consolation.
Well, absolutely a consolation, Dennis. Good pass into it loose. TomTom to get that shot in. But with 1 second remaining in this game, especially with the kickoff as volatile it's been so far, I don't see it being controlled accurately enough. And it will be Fixed Esports taking game 1.
Beckwith Park, then the encounter for game 2, and really it's a great start by Fixed Esports. They took game 1 in their favour. Igneous, the season 3 third place finishers, will be looking to try and respond here, Danny, and it was a great start coming out from Fixed Esports, and they're looking to find something early on here. Jordan trying to get something. Shrib will be able to clear it away, but so far it's a great start from Fixed Esports, Danny.
It has been. I mean, it really is an underdog type deal between the two. We said experience, they have to get back into it, a quick response, get this goal, get back into an ideal position, but the bump like that sends the keeper away, and it loses that sort of disturbance in that play, and just hopefully it forces them to restart and retry again. But with this minute clear enough gone and by, still 0-0 in game 2.
Fixed Esports, again, they've been looking stronger coming out the blocks early on here. Super trying to control the world. Great little effort coming out. Not quite on target. Gilmix, his touch really has given Shrib and the blue side a chance to capitalise. Igneous will be able to miss an opportunity. TomTom's shot will be knocked away by Gilmix. Fuse, a good save coming out of Fixed Esports, and they're keeping control. They're keeping possession in their favour. It's a great pass for Jordan. He wanted a shot, not quite on target, so close, but Fixed Esports looking dangerous on the attacks and the shots. And as you said in the first game, the passing plays have really came out, and a chance was wanted there by Igneous Academy. The ball centred. Not quite going to be able to do a lot more though. TomTom's going to try and find the ball hit set up for Fixed Esports, who regain the ball in their end. Super can't do anything, and there's an open empty net if Igneous want to try and build anything here. Dennis will pass the ball to TomTom. The shot just off the backcourt's not going to go anywhere, and Fixed Esports will survive a little bit of a scare.
A little bit of a scare, but the shivers there. Super gets that touch, or TomTom there. Factly, either the two teams had a golden opportunity. It just seems to be they're trying to force the issue. They just need to relax a little bit more. Don't push a little bit harder than necessary, especially when you have a chance like that.
Nice finish coming up from Jordan as well. Fixed Esports, they're going to gain the lead early on in game number 2 here. Great pass really from Gilmix. It's the great centre, the great passing plays which we've seen from Fixed Esports in game 1, essentially being retained and repeated in this little encounter here. 2 minutes gone so far. Fixed Esports will be looking to double their lead early on here. Dennis and Igneous have to try and recover something, but you feel with the experience that Igneous have, they could try and recover something here. Gilmix, his shot will be saved by Shrib, and the attack will be knocked away, and a counter-attack coming straight in from Igneous. A missed shot by Jordan has pretty much centered it for the opponents. TomTom's shot saved somehow by Super. They keep that out and going directly for the counter-attack. Shrib will be able to knock that away, and Super can't do anything with the loose ball. It's end-to-end stuff here, and just like that, it's a shot. It's an equaliser for Igneous.
The play they get that, their counter straight to, has to be a bit more aware of this. You need to realise third man don't need to push for every ball, you just need to guide it into the corner, keep it tight to the wall, slow the play down ideally, and allow your second and the first man to rotate back in and get back into position, and so you're not caught off guard like that. But 2 minutes and 20 remaining in game 2, much better by Igneous. They've got back into the game this time round, but let's see if they can change the momentum and forward a win onto this board.
TomTom's going to get the ball and try and start an attack here for the Igneous side, but pressure is coming in here from Fixed Esports. They don't want their opponents to really retain the control of the ball and go for the shots when they go forward. Actually, Igneous look quite promising, quite scary. Gilmix can't quite get the control of the ball, and that allows Shrib to really knock it away. An open opportunity, it's an open net. No one at the back there. Igneous somehow returned their favour. They've got a second goal back.
Second goal, beautiful. It just seems we start getting those plays, finding that bit of space, but again it gets caught off on the third man rotation. Needs to communicate better. You're just pushing too hard. Said earlier, you don't need to force it in this opening few games. Just relax as much as possible, especially in the opening of their league play campaign, and just make sure they have a few chances.
What a finish from Gilmix. Again, a great passing play coming out from the Fixed Esports side. Super's aerial shot, or his centre side, was perfect for Gilmix, and it's again what we've seen from Fixed Esports. A great set of passing play, a great finish coming from it.
Well, that's what you really do need. Sometimes the solo play helps to break it up, stop and make it so routine. But that was a fabulous save. Keeping it tight, kept it to the wall. Perfection on defense. Let's see if they can build on it.
Super's going to get the ball back down from Fixed Esports, and really it's dangerous here. Jordan has to control the ball, has to clear it away, which he will just about do, but it's not fully cleared. Shrib, his little challenge in the air will essentially, it's just going back and forth. Super back in control of the ball for Fixed Esports. They're now trying to push forward, but Igneous, they've got 2 players back. They're not going to beat Jordan, though. Jordan, his second attempt could have been better, not quite on target, though. And Dennis, again, going to be knocking the ball away. End-to-end stuff here, and it's an end-to-end shot. Really nice chance, a really good save coming out from the Igneous. They're going for the counter-attack. Super, though, he's falling back quite quickly. Gilmix also trying to clear it, but that's centered. That's a great opportunity here for Igneous to try and find something. Strip of the shot somehow kept out by Jordan. This is so good, and this feels like a game that can go all 5. TomTom trying to center it, can't do anything, and Igneous now have to fall back. They're rotating back. Fixed Esports can now try and go forward.
Lovely there, play there by Fix Esports. Use the communication there between the two defenders. George stayed down, forces the first defender to go high up as well, lowers the percentage of the goal, blocks as much as possible, keeps the game tied to a piece, and they've been rewarded with pressure.
Super's got another centre. Dennis, though, this time will be knocking it away, and still the danger's alive here. Igneous have to knock it away, and they will just about do it. Almost maybe one last chance at the end, but it's going to be overtime to try and split up game number 2. It's been a great recovery by Igneous. 2-2. Gilmix trying to control the ball early on and fixed Esports, and Igneous. I don't know who's going to take this, Danny.
Well, we are approaching that dreaded OT. We've got it, and all the two teams just will try to play a bit conservatively, send that one man up, see if they can break it quickly, and this... Oh, unfortunate.
Really unlucky there. Dennis just easily able to knock it away. Well played to Igneous. A nice little touch, just no one at the back there from Fixed Esports. Not often you see that, but Igneous, they'll actually respond here. 1-1, the experience back in their favour, and they've still got a chance in this series.
Yeah, chance in the series, and it looks like Fix Esports, they're going against the experienced side. Will it be the best of 5?
Game 3 then, and Igneous have got the response they needed. They'll be starting again on the blue side here, trying to get the lead in this series. Jordan and Fixed Esports, they had such a good start and didn't look too bad in game 2. They'll be looking to try and regain something here, and going forward here, it's going to be super Fixed Esports trying to get a forward ball going. TomTom will just knock that away temporarily, but Fixed Esports, they're keeping the pressure on here. One player less for now. Jordan respawning will allow get a chance going forward here. There was a chance for potential passing play there, but off of this strip, and the Igneous side are now going to push forward. Oh, that was so unlucky. A chance was wanted by Dennis, but couldn't quite knock it on target. Jordan and Fixed Esports, they've got the pressure on them actually. Super can't quite clear the ball away, and the pressure is still on here by Igneous. Srib, he and his side has to just fall away. A restart wanted here, and with a minute's gone, it's looking as if Igneous might get the lead here. Not quite.
Oh, lovely idea, getting the dribble, taking 2 defenders away from the net. The third man very much vital on the save there, but needs to be a bit careful with those challenges. Just didn't use the full of his octane, but does not matter. But again, Fix Esports are sending pressure down the lane, but some teams is a bit meaningless. They need to get an ideal player, block it, and then send it to at least another player to break away and get a decent clear for hopefully a counter.
As you said, the breakaway is really needed, and I saw at that moment there, hold that fort actually. Dennis has just a really nice goal. That was TomTom setting him up.
That was a lovely pass straight down, drops it straight to you down. Dennis gets it as well. Super enduring, caught between the devil you know and the one you didn't. Presumed that the air dribble was coming from TomTom, but the pass was the excellent choice, but has to challenge earlier. But the 90 seconds is going, and Igneous starting a lot more better in compared to the last 2 games.
Gilmix and Fix Esports have to respond, and they do it perfectly. Super, just finishing a nice little passing response from Gilmix's setup, just coming back from the goal. It's a great little setup, and Fix Esports can respond just like that.
Fabulous little play, as you said. The pass was sweet, but the shot accuracy to get it through the defender, especially, it was like a force of legs. Just take a shot, make sure it gets through the gap. But that is a dangerous drop.
Super was trying to clear it away, and it's not really looking that great here. Fixed under pressure, and they'll fall down another goal.
Well, I mean, the ball literally just dropped down, favouring Igneous. That gets it Tom, just tries to get it past Jordan. Super was too busy being occupied in the air at that point, but 3 minutes and 11 seconds. It just seemed to be the quick, immediate spots, get the pressure back on and see if the new team in Fix Esports are up to the challenge.
Dennis and Igneous, all just a little bit of an issue there. Two players crashing into each other. Shrib will be able to knock it away, and Igneous, this is still dangerous for them, but they will clear their ground. TomTom trying to outplay Gilmix, but can't quite outplay him, and Jordan has the chance here to really put it away a little bit too fast, a little bit too far away from the ball, and just feeling a little bit messy here from these two sides. Igneous now trying to push forward, trying to find something. TomTom, though, has to fall back. The shot could have been on target, and Gilmix, he can respond perfectly. 2-2.
Oh, it's going back and forth and back and forth. Ties the series back again. TomTom gets an unfortunate about nasty how it just pops up. But more importantly, if you're a Fix Esports fan, you're getting the goals on the first opportunity. Accuracy's on point now, and it gives them half of the game still to work with. They get another goal and hopefully break the deadlock between the two teams.
Fix Esports just having to focus on defending at this stage. Super will be knocking it away, and it's a great little ball forward there, but there's no one from Fix Esports really able to knock on and knock the ball on target. Shrib winning that little 50-50 challenge, and it's a setup for Dennis pushing forward in the air, hoping to find something, but Gilmix making a crucial save at the back. TomTom and Igneous trying to push forward, trying to get something in play, and they can't quite keep control of the ball. Super will knock it forward, and going for a counter-attack, go Fix Esports. The centre is there. No one quite really in position. Gilmix's shot, well, knocked away by TomTom, and the pressure for now will be cleared as Igneous push forward, going for the counter. TomTom, he couldn't do a lot more of that, and 145 for Dennis to really try and find something here. It's 2-2, and I don't know where this is going to end up, Danny.
The last time we didn't know, and Super with a stinger of a shot. I think we're going to Fix Esports 3-2.
Just Super with a super shot. I hate to make the pun, but a really nice finish coming out, and that's Fix Esports now back in the lead in this series. They really want this to regain the lead on series. Jordan and co going to try and push forward here. Dennis and Igneous not going to give them that chance, and Dennis looking for the response. Super with a cracking save off the back of that, and now TomTom and now his Igneous side have to fall away and avoid this counter type. But for now, it's just both sides really trying to control the ball, really struggling to keep possession at this stage. Gilmix will control the ball, hoping to find a shot here. Not quite going to be finding anything. Super is there, but TomTom making a crucial block off of that. There's a minute to go, and the Igneous, they've got a minute to try and respond.
Well, a minute's enough time right now. Igneous should just try to stick to the fundamentals, get the ball, try to keep possession, pass to each other as well. Serve was excellent earlier, trying to hold on to this, and of course to the previous play. And that is what ideal pressure seeds the opponent in during the boost. But just have to make sure their rotation's on point, as the counter could backfire.
Igneous again trying to push forward. There's no real player to really control the ball, and Igneous have to try and get something here. They have to get this counter attack working. TomTom with the aerial dribble will outplay one player, but can't outplay Super. It's a great little setup, and if there was a fixed player there, that could have been a lot more dangerous. That could have been on target. TomTom making a save, and off of that, Igneous pushing forward here, looking for a response. Super again at the back. Super making sure Fix don't lose this, and Fix might be looking for a fall for their own. One last chance potentially going forward here. Igneous going to try and get a third goal. Shrib trying to outplay his man. Jordan, right place, right time. It's going to favour Fix Esports side, and just like that, they're back in the lead in this series.
Well, we talk about the experience, the calmness. Surely it has to go down. It's Fix Esports doing a fabulous job there, and the last man there, I believe it was George, just slowed it down, killed enough time on the clock. Match point. Can they do it?
Well then, match point, and you know what? Fixed Esports have got a good showing in their favour. They're not going to quite give up yet, and Jordan and Fixed Esports are going to be trying to push forward early on here. Super trying to find the ball, actually going to be outplayed by Shrib, and Igneous are trying to get something with this counter-attack, and this attack is still alive here. Dennis can't do anything better with that centre ball. TomTom, though, will again be trying to centre it, and TomTom's got a chance here. Gilmix making a crucial little interception to block the chance, but the chance is still alive here. Igneous trying to push forward, trying to get the ball in their favour. For a change, actually, Dennis can't control that, and Fixed Esports have a chance to push forward, but they just lose the possession, and Super having to make that save. It's a great setup, really, for his opponents, but Igneous have to now pull back. They've got to rotate away. Early on here, Fixed Esports trying to find and deal some damage.
Deal some damage, and ooh, they are certainly having to defend at certain times here, but Fixed Esports, who have came under a bit of pressure, they'll have a chance. Hopefully they had a good counter-attack going, but again, a few loose balls here, dropping the possession down and just leaving a bit shaky for the opening. But again, your first time here at ECC, trying your hardest here to get the first win onto the board. It's hugely important, and momentum could swing in any direction.
Still goalless after 3 minutes 30, and I couldn't tell you who's going to take this, but one of these players are going to score pretty soon. Igneous, the pressure is being kept alive by them, and that was a missed opportunity for Igneous to find something. Breaking away, Jordan's shot, well saved by Shrib. Away goes the ball, and away goes Igneous, trying to get a counter-attack in play, but they can't do it. Super will be demoed, and he really wanted the ball. Gilmix is there, and it will be centered. It's a great setup. Jordan, though, his shot not on target, and Igneous will survive another scare. They'll knock the ball away, and they'll go and try and push forward with the counter-attack. Jordan missing the ball, losing the challenge, but Igneous unfortunately had no one in the centre. Fixed Esports yet again clearing their grounds, and the ball will just be retained steadily by Igneous Esports, trying to push forward. TomTom beating at least two players there. Shrib again behind him to try and centre the ball. It's not a great centre, not looking that clean. Gilmix and Fixed Esports pushing forward down the other end, and a shot there coming out will be knocked away by Shrib. Gilmix, though, trying to keep this pressure alive, and Fixed Esports not quite able to find anything. Approaching halfway through, Jordan might be looking to find something here. He can't control the ball, and Igneous again surviving another scare. It's so many chances, but Fixed Esports can't find a target.
You said how many chances? About 3 or 4 there they had in that momentum of play. And then once again, you've seen the quality that Igneous had, but Fixed Esports matching them in the department with their opportunities. But again, the pass would have been better other than the dribble originally. But both the two teams, but a little bit conservative. They know the stakes here with this opening game here for their division in number 2 in that department. And that, could have been the difference maker from winning and losing.
Igneous have to win this game and the follow-up to win this series. It's Fixed Esports on this series point, and Fixed Esports really not been having that many chances. It's Igneous on the up. It's Igneous trying to get this game number 4 in their favor, and neither side really able to find the shots at this stage. 90 seconds. Igneous going to try and control the ball. Shribber's there trying to outplay his man, but he can't outplay Jordan. It's a great setup, a great shot, but TomTom an even better save, and off of this, Fixed Esports trying to go for the attack. So many chances coming in, so many chances being knocked away or not on target. Jordan keeping the chance alive, hoping to find something, but Igneous defending and clearing their grounds. Fix, the ball was pretty much centered, but Igneous this time can secure the clearance and going to try and push forward here. Shrib, great center. Players were there, but Fixed Esports, they were closer to it. A great shot coming in down the other end. Shrib making that crucial save. The second shot by Jordan, not quite going to be on target. And Super, again, trying to find something, but Igneous, they're keeping players out. They're really scared by this attack and pressure by Fixed Esports, and it's denying Fixed Esports a chance to find anything. 45 seconds. Shrib, he beats one, he beats two. The ball is there, and it's not quite on target. Fixed Esports keeping themselves in this. TomTom, again, trying to recenter it, but Fixed Esports now going to find something. 30 seconds, Sonny. I don't know where this is going to go.
Oh, I mean, we have seen moments like this, tied at 2 apiece, 3 apiece. This time it's goalless. We're in that sort of golden goal territory, as you said. 30 seconds remain in OT if they don't get it. And this could separate the two teams. You asked about chances. Can Fix Esports finish the game off here and now with one last chance?
Gomix's effort knocked away by Dennis, and that's surely going to secure overtime. This will be devastating if Igneous loses. They've looked so good in the starting stages here, and it's going to be just the one goal for Fixed Esports to try and take this series, try and take this game. Super, his shot early on, knocked away by Shrib, an easy enough clearance, but the chance is still alive here. Gilbix is centre, and there's no players really in the centre here for Fixed Esports to knock the shots, knock the balls away. Dennis trying to get a counter-attack, but it's a good setup for Fixed Esports to really build and go forward here. Chance is still alive here, but Igneous hiding players back, trying to make sure they deny their opponents a clear opportunity on goal. Super centering it, but Dennis again denying that shot, and Dennis will try and start a counter-attack. 30 seconds gone, and Dennis now going to be able to push forward. He's the only player going forward at this stage, and Igneous now has to start pushing players forward if they want to find a goal.
Well, pushing players forward, but it's a do or die situation for Igneous Esports. They've been put under pressure. They've been asked so many questions. They've answered a few. They've got to at least get one more here in game 4 as they're suffering the match point syndrome that Fixed Esports have got themselves the advantage in this game and series. But again, sending the one man, they're playing cautious, they're being respectful, but the passing play here by Fixed Esports, you presume they are the team with experience.
I'm just amazed at how close this has been, and the fact that this has still remained goalless at this stage. Fixed Esports and Orange trying to push forward here, but Dennis with the shot, not quite on target. See if we can counter-attack straight away off of that, but Igneous, they've got players back, able to knock the grounds away. It will be Jordan just being demoed at this stage, and Fixed Esports with one player less. Igneous trying to push forward. Igneous not really, neither side either finding the shots or the balls on target. There's a centre and a half. It's a little bit too powerful for anyone to deal with. Fixed Esports will clear their grounds away, and now this is starting to get very scary if you play for either of these two sides. 2 minutes away, overtime gone. Both sides still separated, and Jordan is going to try and get an attack going forward here. Fixed Esports have the ball centered. There are 2 players back here, but Super can't do a lot with that effort from outside the net. TomTom starting to counter that. The rotation coming in, and he wanted to get that strip of the effort. It's going to be kept out, not quite. How does he score?
Oh, you want to do her? Pass by Dennis was delicate, but Sir with a shot ricocheted off the goalpost. But the keeper in the net unfortunately just caught off guard at the back of his car and just trickled in as well. But with that, goal 2 breaks the OT. Igneous back into the series. 2 apiece. One more game.
Well then, game number 5 is going to be separating Igneous Academy against Fixed Esports in their debut season. And Fixed Esports, they've had some great players coming out and looking to get something early on there. It was Super going all the way towards goal in the early stages there. Gilbig's Fuse trying to control the ball net. It's an empty net for him to shoot into. Dennis doing what he had to do at the back to knock it away. In the early stages, Fixed Esports looking in control. Super want to get a centre ball going forward. Gilbig's trying to find something, but Tom down the other end, he was trying to get something as well in the opposite direction. Super's going to try and get an attack started, but Fixed Esports, a great promising start, but Igneous still looking dangerous going forward.
Lovely little players developing Fixed Esports. They're trying to get those passes play, moving it down, diagonal balls, and make sure it's speedier, faster, and of course get the pass to a team in an ideal situation. They're just playing a little bit too, well, intricate at times. They just need to keep it simple, and that's why.
Good response, good start coming up from Fixed Esports, and a nice little finish coming out in the end from Jordan. In the end, just a bit unlucky on the defensive end, and that's where Igneous fell on that. Just a defensive mistake, and Fixed Esports were easily able to push off of that. And only a minute gone, so there's still loads of time for Igneous to respond, but it's the start that Fixed Esports wanted, and Fixed Esports have to make sure they keep the ball going forward now.
Well, having the ball keeping forward, just stay away from the net if you're, of course, Fixed Esports have done well. And that is lovely with the pass, but the shot and placement 2-0.
I want to say it came down to, again, a little minor defensive mistake by Shrib. He couldn't fully clear it for the Igneous side, and that's going to double Fixed Esports' advantage. A great setup again coming up by Fixed Esports. And I feel they're going to be a team certainly to look out for throughout the season. They could even be playoff contenders only from game 1 from what we've seen so far. It's going to be Fixed Esports looking for the third quite quickly, quite instantly. Jordan trying to get the ball won't be favouring him for now. And Super, he's going to try and control the ball, but Shrib this time will be able to knock it away. And Igneous really need a chance. They've not had many shots on target going forward in this game. Tom's going to try and start something. Gilbert can't find it, but his teammates are dire, and Fixed Esports, they look really good and really quick in terms of the rotations. They know when to fall back, and they seem to have enough boost to fall back as well. Super is going to retain it, but a nice shot. Tom and Igneous respond.
Oh, you talk about dropping back, it's only good boost there is the situation, but Tom just a bully in the park there, forcing his way through, getting his team by the scruff of the neck there and dragging them through and telling them the best of 5 is still on, lads. 3 minutes still remains in this situation, and they just have to, well, not concede would be a start.
Yeah, that's not what Igneous wanted really after getting a response goal. It's 3 on to Fixed Esports. A nice little save, and again, just that was unlucky, I felt, from Shrib in the goal for the Igneous side there, and Igneous have to respond now. This is a team who made the playoffs of this division, and they're losing to a team entering their first season. Well played to Fix Esports. They're looking good, and actually Igneous could respond here. Shrib going with the aerial dribble. It's not quite going to be enough. The chance still alive, only temporarily. Super will knock it away as far as Dennis, but this is a chance for Fixed Esports to really capitalize and get these loose balls and go forward. Dennis is going to try and start something here and knock away, only temporarily midway through the field. Tom's going to try and control it, not going to find anything from the shot. Dennis could find something here. The ball was in his favor. Fixed Esports can clear it away. Shrib's shot is a great setup, and how do they keep that out? I don't know how they're Fixed are keeping this lead in their favor. Igneous looking strong when they go forward though.
Oh, picture perfect on the rotations, getting back in, dive bombing when it mattered most. They get the ball away, and Serve has been unlucky. Stuck one of his own net, near enough gets the second, but this time more importantly that near enough closed the gap down to 1. But we talked about Fix Esports, they're getting their placement right, spacing out well enough, and getting the ball clear in the ideal positions. With 2 minutes remaining as well, it's all Igneous who has to come back now.
There was a chance there instantly. TomTom was centering the ball, but I felt it was a little bit too heavy for anyone on the Igneous side to work with. They're going to try and push forward, however, and try and get a chance. Dennis was the player centering the ball. Shrub is going to also recenter the ball. And Fixed Esports, I thought for a second they had no players back, but they can rotate players quickly and they get players back as they need to. TomTom's going to try and start an attack. Will outplay one player, or rather just loses the ball and regains it again. Dennis again just trying to recenter the ball, and Igneous are trying to push forward here with the chances, but they're not quite getting in the right position. Fixed Esports in control. They could be on for a fourth here. Gilmix, his shot saved by Dennis. A minute. How do Igneous respond now?
Well, how they're responding is quick little players trying to break down the defense now with a minute left. Now you're down by 2. Just screw the rotation, throw it out, just go for the solo play, pressure every ball, play it quick, play it fast, and try to break somebody down with a demo or 2 on the outside to allow the teammate to push up. With 30 seconds remaining as a warning, it's Fixed Esports surely have won it.
A couple more chances came out there by Fixed Esports, and you feel they've truly dominated this last game at the end here. Igneous, whenever they've had chances, they had the goal, but that's all they've really had in terms of clear-cut chances. Maybe a fourth here. Fixed Esports score at the end. Skillmix with the shot. It's knocked away.
Ooh, lovely block by Super, and that shot there placement was good enough to slip through as well, but more importantly, just pounding the pressure and just removing the gap one as well. I mean, for their opening game here at ECC, they have just excelled themselves quite well enough.
And you thought TomTom had an easy enough chance to score there. Fixed Esports saying no to that. They might even get a fifth to knock it out. They close out the game. What a start from Fixed Esports in this, not this game, but this entire series.
Oh, what a start, and league play just is only starting up as well. We talked about the possibility of who to look for. Well, you've got to remember Fixed Esports.
I feel like there's going to be so many jokes going on in this series, like, oh, that game was fixed because Fixed Esports played in it. I'm not saying it was fixed, but they win the series. What a play, what a game, and what a start from Fixed Esports, Danny.
Oh, what a game indeed. Those Igneous seemed to enlight themselves and then just disintegrated at times, but they got themselves back as well. Fixed Esports done a great there in the series, but you know what? It has been tight at times. But Fixed Esports deserving on the win, and of course, we wish you well for the next bit of the league play. It's a long road from here, though.